Welcome to the wedding celebration of Mallory and Madeline. It's a joy for me to lead them in making a covenant with God today in the presence of all of you. It's such a joy to be here.
I won't mind if I love you till the end of time. Darling, all the privilege would be mine. I don't take it for granted.
Madeline Claire Jackson, you have brought more joy into my life than I thought was possible. I'm so thankful when I think of all the prayers I've prayed for years about my future wife. And then you came into my life in a new way that I never would have expected or imagined. I never knew what real partnership felt like or looked like until you came into my life.
You know my imperfection, I thought I learned my lesson, that I'd never be loved by someone like you. You've changed up my direction, but sometimes I still question how I was worth the love of someone like you. Of someone like you.
Mallory McClatchy Maloney, I can't believe we are here. And I can't believe that I get to be the woman to build a life with you. You are my greatest earthly love and the most tailored and perfect gift of my life. And I just want to say today that after choosing to trust in Christ, marrying you right now is the best decision I've ever made. And I know that. You are God's perfect provision for me. And I believe one of the highest callings in my life is to master being the best friend and companion and lover and co-parent one day that I can be with the help of the Holy Spirit.
Madeline, I'm so thrilled to set out on this new adventure with you starting today. I promise to be your partner in prayer, seeking God together and staying alert to Him leading us. I promise to always put God first, as I believe He is our biggest advocate as a couple. And through Him can we have the most fulfilling life and marriage. And I promise to make our marriage fun and exciting, not letting our age or sometimes mundanest of life stop us from seeking adventure together. I love you, Madeline.
Marriage is not simply for your pleasure, but for the welfare of all who come in contact with you. Just as Jesus sacrificed His life for ours, so marriage is meant to be a living image of God's sacrificial love for the world. As you love God and one another, you can open your arms wide to invite others into the spiritual oasis of the life you'll create together. May your marriage be a lush garden of pleasant provision and friendship with one another, and seek to serve those who God calls into your life.
Put it back together. You know my imperfection, I thought I learned my lesson, that I'd never be loved by someone like you. You've changed up my direction, but sometimes I still question how I was worth the love of someone like you. Of someone
like going back to our question in college, like how do you know that someone is the one? We heard from many people who are wiser than us that you can fabricate personality, but you cannot fabricate character, and you cannot fabricate peace. And so we just said, okay, when we wake up on our wedding day, we know that we just want to have this deep peace that passes understanding, and just in the kind of person that we're going to marry. And Mal, you are that. I was with Maddie at 7 a.m. this morning, and she had such a deep, abiding peace. And that's because you are so trustworthy.
Mallory, will you covenant with God this day to take Madeline as your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, be an advocate for her, and care for her in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, forsaking all others, being loyal and faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
In all my imperfection, I thought I learned my lesson, that I'd never be loved by someone like you. You've changed up my direction, but
From this day forward, you are my greatest love. This means I will love you and consider your good, your needs, and your desires before all others. No matter what frustrations life brings to us, I promise I will always lean in to you and not pull away. I love you with all my heart, and I pledge myself fully and completely to you today.
You make me a better person, Madeline. And I count myself the luckiest and most blessed man today, and that I get to receive your love today and going forward.
Hold you close. I would give my life for you, you know.
May your marriage be a stunning, inviting picture of living in God's kingdom. And when the world looks at your marriage from this day forward, functioning as God intended, it will be to the world something heavenly. Eden on earth.
Maddie, my sister, Mal, my brother, I firmly believe that your future is as bright, as great as the promises of God. And lastly, that this is a great day to be alive.
The interaction that I've seen between both of you is completely precious, and I see the way Mal looks at you, and it's actually adorable. I've never seen him happier, truly. And I wish you years and years of happiness and the absolute best. I love you both. Thank you so much for being in my life, and congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Maloney.
I'm very proud of you, Madeline. This is your whole reality experience. I think we've talked about this for 25, 30 years, and then Mal comes in and it makes perfect sense.
All of Madeline's life, we've been praying for the right partner for her. And Mal is better than we could have even dreamed or imagined. So we are so, so thankful.
According to the holy ordinance of God and the law of the state of Washington, and by the authority vested in me as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I now pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no person ever separate. It gives me great pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Maloney.